Hello everybody, this is N64 by 44, and today I'm going to be showing you my first video game collection. Well, it's technically not the first one, because originally my account name was SpongeGirl44, but it got deleted or suspended. Either way, I'm not going to go back to it anytime soon. So I'll be showing you guys my N64 collection today. And in total, me and my brother combined have 15 games, and they're all pretty good except for maybe a few, but yeah, let's get on already. And I'm going to be showing them in order too, except for the last five. Okay, first game is, well, and I'm by in order, I mean order by how I got them. Anyway, first game, Banjo-Kazooie. Really good game, this Banjo-Kazooie. Really good. It's probably one of the best platformers I've played in a while, not to mention a 3D one. Yeah, yeah. If you ever see this game for like is around the price I got it for, which is $15 or 14.99. Yeah, I'd suggest picking it up because that's pretty good. So yeah, and this is also my first N64 game and it didn't disappoint. Really good. Okay, next game. Uh, Perfect Dark. Uh, this is a really good shooting game actually, and I hope none of you guys on the internet out there yell at me, but I actually like this game a little more than GoldenEye for a few reasons, but I'll talk about them later. Anyway, good game this one. Got really good graphics for an N64 game, and it's really good audio and gameplay and stuff. I guess you can give to some people it can be a bit awkward, but yeah, I think it's pretty good. Okay, anyway, next game. Smash Brothers. This game is really good. Although I do find it the easiest of all the Smash Brothers games. I guess it's just me though. It's really fun though, especially with two players. It's very entertaining. Um, my favorite character would probably be Luigi, Donkey Kong, and Yoshi. Either of those three works. Really good game. Find it for cheap, pick it up. And if you haven't already played it yet, then wow. Anyway, next game. I don't need to go into details about this one. Next game, I do need to go into details though. Donkey Kong 64. Well, I guess most of you guys have played it out there. If and by the way, if any of you guys ever see this little symbol on a game right here that's on N64, that means it's really good. Anyway, this game is really good. I definitely suggest picking it up. It's a really long platform game. Lots of different Kongs to choose from though. It's kind of like Banjo-Kazooie, how you get to pick up a lot of items to move on. Mm, it's a pretty good game. It's really long though. I got confused. Yeah, yeah, I give up pretty easily. Big whoop, want to fight about it. Anyway, next game. This game, it's kind of iffy to me. Uh, South Park on N64. I like shooting. I like first-person shooters to be honest, but this one is actually kind of strange. Uh, and I also like South Park, and the reason I picked this one up is because first of all, it was only $10 plus. I Lots of people say that if you like the South Park TV show, you'll love this game a whole lot. That wasn't for me, however. The game didn't have that great of graphics, and it felt just like playing Turok, which I'll get into later. But there's four characters you can choose from, but it doesn't make much of a difference which one you be. So anyway, I think you've heard enough about that game. Next game. This was a revolutionary game in Rareware history, and yes, it's Diddy Kong Racing. Uh, yes, first of all, it is starring Diddy Kong, and I don't know why. He isn't part of the main story. Actually don't know the whole story of the game, but apparently this little tiger guy over here, uh, his parents told him to watch an island that they owned while they were gone, but all of a sudden this like evil force with this evil dude named Pig started taking over the island, and he called a whole bunch of people down to help him out, including Diddy Kong himself, along with Banjo and Conker and a host of other characters that never appeared again. Really good racing game though. It's got a lot of variety to it. I definitely suggest it. And no, I have not played Mario Kart 64 yet, so I can't compare it to that. But I imagine that that's pretty good though too. Yeah, definitely pick this one up if you find it. I got it for $10, by the way. Anyway, next game is Star Fox 64. This one's actually pretty good, but I found it to be actually pretty easy. I beat the game. Well, I'm not sure if it's 100%, but I beat both versions of Andros, and it only took me 3 days. It's a pretty good game though. It's got really good graphics for N64, and the audio in it's pretty good, but it's cheesy. Yeah, cheesy audio, good gameplay. What else can you get from a game? Uh, except for this one game, I know, but I'll mention that another time. So, anyway, next game. Could not get into this game and also I got it for really cheap, so I couldn't expect much. Monopoly. It got really confusing. Let's just say that. A very confusing game. In fact, I've only played like 10 minutes of it, and I didn't know what the heck to do. Uh, it's not like playing the real life game at all. It sure does look like it. Yeah. I wouldn't suggest picking this one up without a manual. Anyway, next game. I just got it last week, and it's fantastic. Banjo-Tooie. It's better than the first one. It's just indescribable, this game. You can, you see, I'm just getting stuck talking about it. It's indescribable. It's just awesome. It's way better than the first one. Let's just say that. Plus, yeah, that explains it right there. And it was also released towards the end of the console's life. So, and that's usually the time that games on consoles are really good because they know what they're doing when they make them. So, yeah, they just knew what they were doing when they made this game. I'd suggest it. Okay, anyway, now I'm getting into my brother's games. Uh, my brother just got this one last week, and it's actually pretty good. It has decent graphics and gameplay. Doom 64. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I've only actually played a bit of it right now. I the fact is that me and my brother, I actually bought it during the day, and I tried to turn it on for my N64. I went to the first level. I couldn't see jack crap of what I was doing. Couldn't see anything in front of me, and it was really confusing at first. But then I found out that you can change the brightness level on the game to make it either brighter or darker, depending on how you like it. I'd suggest brighter for beginner fan people, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, next game. The world is not enough. Well, there's not much I can say about this game. Well, I'll be describing this game. I'll basically be describing this game when I say a game in a couple more minutes here. So yeah, it's actually pretty good though. The multiplayer is a little bland though compared to that in the game I'm gonna mention in a few minutes here. Uh, yeah, but it's still okay, I guess. It's my brother's game. Never got to play the campaign mode either. By the looks of it, it looks pretty good and the graphics are decent. So yeah. Anyway, uh, just a sec. Next game is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. And it took me a while to actually find out that this was the last game, one of the last games released on N64. And now I gotta hurry up because I'm running out of time. So you excuse me for that. I guess it's a decent game. Uh, I know I described this game. I can't do it in very big detail. So here it is in a few words. Awesome multiplayer, pretty good single player, but outdated graphics. But anyway, that's set fact aside. This game is pretty good. I only have 15 seconds left, so I better hurry this up. Turok 2, and this is the last game on the list, and it's actually pretty good. I got really confused on the single player, but the multiplayer is really good. So anyway, that was my N64 collection, and goodbye.